Ross, last week spoke quite thoroughly about connectivity, and I think he's used the word something like leaving it all out on the table. How do you rectify that this week?
Rectify it?
Yeah.
I thought we did that. I thought we were fantastic. Contested ball, pressure, all the metrics indicated that probably should have been able to win the game. I thought we were fantastic, bar our execution. You know, more entries, more opportunities, contested ball, pressure, 1.9 plus. We just made some errors behind the ball to cough up some simple goals and left a lot on the table. So, yeah, I'm strong with the view. We played with great spirit. I don't need to rectify anything. I'd like to perpetuate it, but as we know, you're only as good as your next moment. Last results, good or bad, don't count for anything.
What's the goal for this group? Knowing that finals is a bit out of the question. What's the goal, and how do you keep them motivated to win the year?
I would think it's a goal for every AFL club and every AFL player. Every day you come in and you get out of bed, and David Parkin, I remember as a young fella in 1986, if you get up as an AFL player, every day you get up, you've got to work your ass off to get better. So, and the game's giving us feedback, and 3.5 quarters or poor execution doesn't get it done just if you just couple effort in. So it's got to be, a great spirit and great execution. So we're out here to improve today. So we're really clear the areas. It was great to see Hasty mentally bounce back from a struggling first half, and they targeted him after half time, and it was a great mental and physical response from him. So they're the wins. There's lots of wins. Taru's mark. Rowe, after having a sore back in the first half, really got to work. I thought Jack Steele, captain, his pressure points were at 70 and tackles. So there were some really good signs from us without being perfect, obviously.
Mixed news on the injury front.
Pardon?
Mixed news on the injury front. Jimmy Webster, 4 weeks out, but Matisse is making good progress, and Stocker and Cordy are fighting their way back. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, mixed news.
Yeah.
Jimmy, and some good stuff on the return, like with Cordy. Does Cordy play this week or next? Yeah, so Cordy will return to the VFL. So, it's really, we've had, early in the year we struggled a bit with availability, but we got there, but it's been our tall space really, with Max, with Cordy, with Howard, and we're not the tallest list, so we've been dominated in contested marking a bit. When we've had teams held up with the ball, they've been able to get through with contested mark a bit. So it'd be great to get Cordy back as one of them.
Yeah.
And Mateus is making ground. We're going to be really cautious with him, the Plantaris. He said he's good, but it's been a frustrating year for him. But his mindset is, and this is what's impressive about him, it's like it's an opportunity to learn, opportunity to grow. And in my 3 years, I've experienced a lot of things in AFL footy, like boomed along, struggled for form, went back, rebuilt himself in the midfield, and then have a great summer, and then, out of the blue, not really in your control, injuries. So he's learned all of those things. So I think it'll really, in a brief period of time, it's compressed a lot of experiences you can have in the AFL. So he's handled it really well. As frustrated as he is, he just knows it's been really good learnings for him.
Yeah. Do you think you're getting him back by the end of the season?
Yeah, I'm optimistic he'll play. I just sort of put him to sleep a bit, check in, spoke to him the other day. It was great, one of the young fans come down from Shepparton, and I just loved Mateus, got to meet Mateus, so we brought him in, and he gave him time. So, he's really a part of our strategic plan, isn't he, with all those young players. So, we think he'll play, but when that happens, I couldn't tell you at that point.
Do you have any empathy for Dean Cox in his first year? I think you've mentioned in the past that
you're a funny guy. Yeah.
In 07, in your first year, it didn't all go to plan.
No, I didn't get too much empathy either. It's a dog-eat-dog world, right? Good luck, everyone. Yeah. But the coaching cohort, I think we eat our own, but I think deep down there's a mutual respect, and the empathy is we are in the shoes and we understand, right? But and Sydney will always, the football club and those ex-players, and what I experienced at that point in time was a moment in time where it was very joyous and the ultimate experience of a premiership. So, there's a lot of respect there, but, they're a mortal enemy on the weekend. But, everyone knows they're alive. It's an easy job to sit in the chair, right?
Will Max Heath debut? Is that confirmed?
No, nothing's confirmed. No, he's in the squad, so we'll get through training. Nothing's confirmed. We'll have a good look at it. He's working hard for an opportunity. Something we'll have a look at.
You mentioned Mateus's effort with the young fan there. Have you seen his leadership evolve this year off field?
Yeah, it's a word that gets bandied around a lot, leadership, and you know. So, but what he does, leaders have great character and competence. So, I know he has great character, and he's got a high level of competence, and he carries himself well. So, he sits in an emerging leader, and we don't want to put too much pressure on him either. But just decent people give kids time, and he's a decent person brought up the right way. Sorry, Rod.
About how that the only thing that was really missing against Hawks was the execution. Like there was a lot to like about the performance.
Yeah.
You come up against Sydney, they've got slim finals hopes. You're going to come up against sides who are trying to do something. How much can the Saints be a spoiler? And how much of that is a bit?
Yeah. We've been trying to do something as well. Yeah. So we went through this last year as well. Finished strongly. I'd rather be a team that performs really well early in the season, which we sort of did, I think, and then fell away. So for a whole bunch of reasons. But yeah, no, we're determined to play with that spirit. It's a nice feeling. The last 3 weeks in particular. Pre the Bulldogs game were good. We had a bad Bulldogs. They had our number again, off the bye, all those things. So, but since then, Collingwood, Fremantle, Hawthorn. That's feedback where the competition's at, to be honest, I think Brisbane, they're a couple of high-level teams, but the rest, I think, sit in a very even spot. I think there's people are playing a lot longer. There's some really old guys playing that you think there's probably not enough talent coming through. I think the talent pathway's a challenge, and access to that talent's a challenge. I don't think there's many super teams out there. It's very level, and depending on injuries and swings and suspensions, teams are up and about or they're vulnerable.
Talk of a mid-season tournament.
Thank you. Hey?
Talk of a mid-season tournament. What do you sort of...
Yeah, I haven't got... That's part of the AFL pantomime, right? I haven't got time for it.
Happy to help.